Welcome again, my dear students, and good afternoon. Today we will continue from our last session where we have discussed the various data types of Pythons. We have already discussed about the numbers, the booleans, and strings. We have also discussed the various functions related with the strings and how those functions can utilized in our Python programming. Now, today we will discuss the data type conversions. Sometimes we need to convert one data type to another data types. To convert these between these data types in Python, it is very simple to convert one data type to another. Uh, we just call the Python consider the functions. If we want to convert some integers to in the another data type, so we just put that variable in a function called something like the integer int, and function pass the variable. If we want to convert in the float, then pass that data type in as a function. Whatever data type if you will convert, it will just put in the function, the integer, float, str, tuples, and hexadecimals. There are various functions. We will see in this table the various function. Like integer, we pass just the any data type, whether this is the string, floating points, boolean. If it is a convertible, then it will be definitely convert in the integer. Same as the long x, floating, float x, complex str, evaluation, tuple list. There are various data type functions. We will still we have not discussed about the various data types, but integer, long, float, we already discussed those data types. Now we will move forward to Python operators. Uh, there are various types of Python operators: the arithmetic operators, comparison and relational operators, assignment and uh, compound assignment operator, logical operators, bitwise operators, membership operators, and identity operators. The operators are the symbols that will give to a particular direction to a compiler that what type of operation need to be carried out on the some variables. So we will start with arithmetic operators. We already know that the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, and the power, also called the exponent, and the one more arithmetic operator is the floor division. These are the very general operators, and we generally use in the all the programmings. These are the examples of arithmetic operators in the Python. If we have a variable a that is assigned a value 21, then another is a b variable that is assigned a value 10. So we just a plus b plus is the operator, a minus b minus is the operator, a multiply b. Here the asterisk and multiply is the operator, divide by b, and percentage. So these are the result, very simple. These are the another example. This is the example that for use the power, an exponent operator a, uh, 2 times asterisk then b. The value will be the 8, 2 to the power 8. And another example is the a equal to 10 and b equal to 4. Uh, this is the floor division. 10 divided by 4. The 10 divided by 4 will be, I think, 2.5. So here the floor is removed. Floor meant it will be the 2.5. So only the value will be remained and will be printed 2 only. This is called the floor division. Floor division. Another type of operator is comparison operators. It is also called the relational operator. The relational operator is applied between the two variable and two operands, and the result of these operators and operands will be either a true or a false. So these are the operators that will be compared to values in various way. The operators are the equals to operators, not equals to. The another way, there are two types of not equal to operator, then is greater than, then is less than operator, is greater than and equal to, and is less than or equal to operators. These operators are well known. This is the simple examples where the variable a is assigned a 20 and b is assigned a 30 value. Then we just check by the if statement that if is less than b. So this is the way we can use our relational operator. A is less than b, it will print b is big, and if a is greater than b, then it will print the a is big, else print both are the equal. So this is the way it will used. Then we use the another operator is the assignment operator and the compound assignment operator. So it will assignment operator, this is called we plus and assignment. So these all are the operators that will used either as assignment or a compound assignment. This is the very simple example. Here a is equal to 4, b equal to 6, and I will give just an example. A, we can also write as a star star equal to b, or a equal to a star star b. That means it will be created 4 to the power 6. 4 to the power 6. So result will be 4096. And then we will it is the logical operators. The logical operators applied between two relational operators. If the there are three operators, and, or, and the logical note. So if the both the operands are true, then the condition become true. If any of two operator are non-zero, then the condition become true, and it the logical not used to reverse the logical state of its operand. This is the very simple examples. If a is 20, b is 10, and c is 30, then we will just compare the first relational operator. Here the first relational operator is the a is greater than equal to b, and another relational operator is the a is greater than equal to c. So both the operators will generate either the true and the false, and we will apply the logical operators between those values. So we will need to take care that the logical operators working on the values of booleans, and while the conditional operators working on the values of decimal, hexadecimals, strings, and anything. But the logical operators only working on the booleans value. Why? Because the a is greater than equal to b definitely produce either a true or false, and another the a is greater than equal to c produce either a true or false, and this and operator will be applied on the either true or on the false. So based on this, the result will be this, c is big. Now we will discuss about the bitwise operators. So bitwise operators are something different. That bitwise operators will be working on the bits. It's not directly apply on the decimal value, hexadecimal value, and string. It will apply on the bits, and it is very useful in something like if we use in the some encryption and decryption types useful. So there are operators are the binary AND, binary OR, binary XOR, binary complement, left shift, and the right shift. I have given example. That example, if there are a three value C1, C2, and C3. So if C1 is the 6, and here the value, if we shift one left, B is the value 1. So if I shift this A to the left shift by 1, that means here the value is the B, the value of B is the 1. So it will be shifted to left to the 1 bit. Then the value will be 6. Here I printed C1 is the 6. Then I left shift by 1, then it will be the 12. Then I left shift by 2, now the value, I change the value to 2, then it will be the 24. So this is the way the bitwise operator is working. If you want to understand in detail, then you just convert those values in binary form and then apply this operator. It will be definitely you got the point. Then we will the next is the membership operators. There are two type of membership operator. One is the in and another is the not in. These operators evaluates to true if the particular variable is found in a given sequence or a list, otherwise is written a false. And not in evaluate true if it doesn't find in a variable in a specified list. So generally this membership operator will be applied in the something in the array, in the list, or any type of sequential data structure. So this is the very simple examples where a is equal to 3. We need to find this a in a given list. The list is that contain 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We just check if a is a in list, then it will be print available, otherwise not available. So it is very definitely 3 is available at third position. Identity operator. Identity operator is only two operator. One is the is and another is the no, is not. So it is evaluated to true if the variable on the either side of the operators point to the same object, false otherwise, and evaluate to false if the variable on the either side of the operator points to the same object and true otherwise. The example of here, there are two variable a and b, both are the 20. I just take if a is b, then the line 1 a and b have the same identity, and else the a and b do not have a same identity. The another way, we also take the identity of that variable. If id of a and id of b is equal, then definitely a and b have a same identity. So both line 1 will be printed. No, now we take the precedence. It is a very no need to memorize these things. We already know that the higher precedence is always to parenthesis, then power exponents raised to the power, then complement, unary plus and unary minus, then these are at the equal level, multiply, divide, modulus and floor division, then the addition and subtraction, then right and left shift, and goes on. Thank you.